Why you dey buy fake product, yeah? Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
19 local manufacturing companies bag SON's mandatory conformity assessment program certificate as the agency seals 13 steel manufacturing factories for compromising on the Nigerian industrial standards. Standards Organization of Nigeria seeks support of Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents to check the influx of fake and substandard products into Nigeria. Welcome to the world of Standard on television. The program is Standard and You, reaching you on the network service of the NTA. It is an initiative of the SON to help you know more about product safety and quality. Our transmission time is 6:30 in the evening on this station every Monday. Please accept the best wishes of the Chief Executive of the organization, Osita Bolima Esquire, able management and competent staff of the SON. Ifeoma Okonkwo is my name. Please don't go anywhere because I have got a lot to tell you about Nigerians' most responsive agency, Standards Organization of Nigeria, the SON. That will be after this message.
Wow, Chief Mike, how are you?
Fine.
I'm going to Sun office for the certification of my wheat flour.
Oh no, things have changed. Sun has simplified all its activities. You could have even stayed back in Kano and process all your papers online. Whoa.
With the efforts of Sun, the products of SMEs can now compete globally. Sun has put in place necessary machineries in support of the growth of SMEs. At highly subsidized charges, SMEs can now get their certification, laboratory testing of their products, as well as purchase of standards. Meanwhile, Sun is carrying out massive seizure of substandard goods in the market and have gotten legal backing to prosecute offenders, all to protect consumers and SMEs. Sun, improving life through standards.
Welcome back. And we begin the program on a positive note by telling you that 19 companies bagged the SON's mandatory conformity assessment program certificate. Products of these deserving companies have met the requirements of the Nigerian industrial standards. Standard and You witnessed the presentation of certificates to the companies in Awka, Anambra State by the representative of the Director General of the agency.
The presentation of the MANCAP certificate to deserving companies is often characterized by a feeling of great happiness and joy expressed by recipients of the prestigious certificates by the SON. For representatives of the latest holders of the SON's MANCAP certificates, it's a feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction, having gone through the rigorous but rewarding processes of the scheme aimed at transforming the production processes of their companies in line with international best practices. What culminated to presentation of certificates are celebrated by owners of the deserving factories, accompanied by their friends and loved ones, began several months ago. According to some of the beneficiaries of the scheme, which began in 2006, involved evaluation of the products, constant inspection of their production lines, upgrade of facilities, among others.
Standard is our major priority before we go into the business. So we must maintain the standard. With the MANCAP certificate now, we stand the chances of competing even outside Nigeria. Because every organization in Nigeria recognize MANCAP. So without the MANCAP in the cable industry, you are nobody.
I believe that everybody here who have got certificate today merits to be given that certificate. And what it also means that they recognize that there are so many other companies in Nigeria that offer quality products, and it has only encouraged us. Okay, so it's good. It's kudos to SON for having done that.
Having this certificate, I'm going to make more progress in order to maintain the standard. The standard is quite a driving force in production industry.
Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Boloma Esquire, who was represented at the event, told guests that the certificate places high premium on brands of the various companies to compete favorably with imports from other parts of the world, especially China.
In line with the trade organization rules and to break barriers against made in Nigeria products in the world market, SON has been implementing a mandatory product certification scheme for all locally manufactured products. After undergoing intensive conformity assessment processes, the certificate thus serves the purpose of promoting consumers' confidence in the products and also guarantees that the certified products can be sold all over Nigeria and elsewhere outside the shores of our country.
The agency state coordinator in Awka, Anambra State, Engineer Olaleko Omoni, urged the recipients of the ManCap Award to rise to the challenge of maintaining standard and never compromise on quality to remain relevant at both local and global markets.
We visit each of these companies at least 4 times in a year for continuous monitoring to see if they conform to the requirement of the standard. And then we also carry out market surveillances to see if what is coming out is the same as what is being sold in the market. And for products that do not conform, the DGS authority to withdraw the certification, to place production on hold until corrective actions are taken.
The Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, ManCap, was introduced by the SON in 2006 to every product made in Nigeria to conform with the minimum requirements of the Nigerian Industrial Standard.
Here is wishing all the 19 companies the very best as they join the League of Companies that have earned the SON certification scheme. While these companies are being celebrated for adhering to standards, 13 others were sanctioned for compromising on quality. The factories of 13 steel companies have been sealed by the SON in Lagos, Ogun, Osun, Abia and Edo states.
Market surveillance and product sampling are regular exercises conducted by officials of the Standards Organization of Nigeria across the country. It's a strategic activity that has paid off over the years and resulted to increasing level of seizure recorded by the agency. According to the chairman of the agency's task force on steel, the closure of the affected factories followed a nationwide surveillance where officials of the agency collected samples of steel products from various outlets. He said laboratory tests and analysis carried out on the products revealed that most of them did not meet the requirements of the Nigerian Industrial Standard.
The closure of the steel companies became necessary because of the incessant issues of building collapse, and we have to look at all the materials used in building. Steel bars are one of those material used in building. So we have to, as task force, we divided ourselves into groups. Some went to the market nationwide to buy samples from the market, to buy the sample, in short. And then some went to the factories to get samples from whatever they are producing online. So on testing the whole samples collected, we realized that some of the products, sample, did not fulfill the requirements of the relevant Nigeria Industrial Standard. So that is why we shut them down for holistic, absolute corrective action. The products which were found bad in their premises are still on hold as we speak. We have not released them.
Enebi pointed out clearly that the agency will continue to evolve strategies, including the use of technology, to monitor the production of goods in Nigeria, as well as check the importation of products to ensure that only goods of acceptable standards find their ways into the Nigerian markets.
We are not going to just relent our efforts. Periodically, we'll go into the market, try samples of their products, and then send it to lab for analysis. If you are found wanting again, of course, you face the consequences of your action based on SON Act 14 of 2015. So whatever penalty is spelled out there to be meted out to whoever violates, meeting the requirements of the relevant standard.
Steel products are life endangering products, and the Standards Organization of Nigeria is leaving nothing to chance to protecting consumers from substandard steel bars and other products. It is against this background that the Director General inaugurated the National Standardization and Quality Assurance Committee on Building and Construction Industry. Represented by Director, Standards Development SON, Chinyere Egwon spoke on the need to curb the rising incidence of building collapse in the country. The DG pledged the continued support for the development of the nation's industrial sector.
SON, after months of thorough monitoring and investigation, recently sealed 13 steel factories in different parts of the country over standards infractions. We will continue to work with you and other relevant stakeholders to ensure availability of the required standards for the standardization of the building materials in the country and ultimately bring an end to the incidences of building collapse in the country.
You're watching Standard and You, and thanks for being there. The fight against fake and substandard products in Nigeria is a moral obligation that requires support from all and sundry to overcome. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria stated this when he met with some members of the Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents in Lagos. Here are details of that meeting.
It's common practice to find the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria interact with stakeholders to promote standardization and quality assurance. This strategy has no doubt exposed the SON's chief executive to the challenges and impact of government policy on standard development and implementation along the entire value chain in the production, distribution, and importation of goods. The agency's chief executive told the agents that their role in checking the influx of substandard products cannot be overemphasized.
We consider you people in the maritime industry, ANCLA, as one of our most formidable collaborators. Your role in the clearance, both import and export of goods within Nigeria and beyond, cannot be overemphasized. And if we are to take this the job of fighting dumping and substandard products, dumping of substandard products into Nigeria, or if we are to wage the war against the influx of substandard products into Nigeria, there will be no better stakeholder or collaborator than ANCLA. In the maritime industry, you are the conscience of Nigerians. I know sometimes you have a lot of challenge, economic pressure, society expectations, but you must not relent in doing your job and the collective fight of fighting substandard products.
As business facilitators, the DG assured the Association of the SON's continued support, but was quick to remind them of SON's resolve to seize and destroy imported substandard products in Nigeria.
How do we improve on our relationship? Yours is ease of doing business, creating an enabling environment for ease of doing business. Ours is to be quality vanguards, the conscience of Nigerians, to guarantee that povers of substandard products don't take advantage of them. And at the same time, to be your business facilitators and not the regulators you used to know.
While assuring the DG of the association's support to the SON, National President of ANCLA, Tony Nwabwike, said members will continue to adhere to standards, adding that the association will evolve and adopt internal self-regulating mechanism to fish out bad eggs among them and deal with anyone caught compromising on quality.
SON is actually doing wonderfully well now. So it's all about getting patient with what they're doing, because it's all about automation and it's all about increasing the standard and capacity of what they're doing. And I think they're on that right direction now. We want to partner with all the government agencies in the port so that we can facilitate trade and achieve the purposes of ease of doing business.
This is Standard and You. Don't forget that our transmission time is 6:30 p.m. every Monday on this station. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria has assured staff of the agency of improved work environment to boost productivity. He gave his assurance when he met with members of staff of the SON in Anambra and Imo States, Southeast Nigeria.
The DG's meeting with members of staff of the SON's office, Oka, Anambra State, was sequel to a similar exercise held in Rivers and Bayelsa states. The SON boss was received by the state coordinator of the agency, Engineer Olalekan Omoni. Issues of staff welfare, competence and facility upgrade dominated the discussions at the interactive forum, where Osita Boloma assured them of his resolve to put in place measures that will guarantee a conducive work environment.
Our contribution to our society and the need to improve the life of Nigerians through standard must continually improve. Speak up whenever you see something unwholesome. That is what we tell the stakeholders. We know that there is demand, acute demand for human and infrastructural capacity building. We are addressing it. You get all the material support that you need to maintain your lead position in Southeast geographical region.
An obviously elated state coordinator of the SON Anambra State, Olalekan Omoni, said the DG's visit was a moral booster. He told the DG that officials of the agency in Anambra State will continue to work with management to deliver on its mandate to Nigerians in most efficient and effective ways. Aboloma also met with staff of the SON in Imo State, where he was received by the state coordinator, Engineer Rose Madaki. The SON's chief executive also emphasized the staff welfare and condition of service, which, according to him, are critical to success on the job. The forum was an opportunity for members of staff of that office to highlight some of the operational challenges.
Everybody here, no matter whether it's accountants or the security man, you're all standard ambassadors. People look up to you. Make yourself available to be used by God and the organization to improve the life of Nigerians through standards. So as standard ambassadors, I promise you that whatever you need for effective service delivery, within the little we have, will be provided.
The Director General of the SON visited the Dozie Group of Company. He described the company with a knack for excellence over the last 30 years. Aboloma said the company has done well and urged owners of the company to continue to improve on the quality of products.
They've been our most formidable partners in Eastern Nigeria, particularly on Onitsha, for a period of almost 30 years. They've been leading in quality assurance, and the most amazing thing is the combination of quality assurance in products and services. They've done well, but we employ them to do more, to certify most of their products and most of their services, and to be the leading lights in quality assurance for other smaller companies to follow.
Chairman Dozie Group of Company thanked the DG for the visit, adding that he was encouraged by the gesture. He assured SON boss of the company's resolve to maintain and even improve on its processes to produce quality goods.
I am delighted, very happy that the Standard Organization of Nigeria, they visited our company, Dozie Group. They went everywhere, even where we don't want them to go. They went there to see things by themselves. And we are very happy that they're happy and they commend us for what they have seen. It's a beginning also, it's sort of encouragement and appreciation for what we have done. And they're encouraging us to do more because it's the only standard which sustains the growth of this company.
Hello and nice to have you on the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. Safety is a state of being safe. That is the condition of being protected from harm or other non-desirable outcome. Product safety is one of the things many of us take for granted until it's too late. Have you ever thought about the havoc that a substandard cement can cause? It could result in building collapse, leading to loss of lives and property. What about the fairly used tire on your car, which has been reported as one of the major causes of road accidents? Did you know that substandard electrical cable could lead to a fire outbreak? Even consumables such as food, drinks, and cosmetic products must be of good quality, else it becomes a threat to your health. Quality and safety go hand in hand. This is why most substandard goods are dangerous and unsafe for use. As an agency saddled with the responsibility of protecting Nigerians from fake and substandard products, Standards Organization of Nigeria will stop at nothing in sanitizing our markets and ensuring consumers get value for their money. However, we must realize that we all have a role to play to protect our lives and those of our loved ones from fake products. You can become a safety vanguard by insisting on quality and reporting any case of substandard and fake products to any of SON's offices near you. Bashir Abdul Hayat from Dutse, that's Jigawa State. How can I know the quality of a gas cylinder and how can I know its expiry date? Thank you so much, Bashir, for reaching out to us. Ensure you buy liquefied petroleum gas cylinders endorsed by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Buy from a reputable store. And regarding the expiry dates, generally LPG cylinders expire 15 years after the manufacturing date, so just add 15 to the manufacturing date inscribed on the cylinder. That's where you get the expiry dates. Tony Uba says Standards Organization of Nigeria is moving forward. I love their zeal. Thank you so much, Tony. It's nice to hear from you. Anonymous message here says, do you have an office in Ilori? Yes, SON Kwara State office is at number 5 Ahaman Patege Street, opposite Kingston Ground Suites, GRA, Ilori. Newton Alexander says, in Nigeria, does my complaints really count? Your complaints matters to us because it helps us to improve in our services. When you have been shortchanged or denied value for your money, it will help you to get value for your money. Elisha Yakubu says, how can one know substandard products? Well, it depends on the nature of the product. Some products, by physical examination, you can detect if it's a substandard or fake products. Or otherwise, you can also detect during usage. If it does not satisfy your need, then that's where it can be substandard. Another anonymous message says, Standards Organization of Nigeria, you guys are doing wonderfully great. Thank you so much. We hope to serve you better. Felix Peke from Maiduguri says, I so much appreciate the work of Standards Organization of Nigeria. On the 2nd of January 2020, I bought cement in Makurdi, and on delivery, I discovered it was rebagged. I reported to SON Makurdi State Office, and they swiftly took action by making analysis of each bag, only to discover 7 kgs missing from each bag. SON ordered missing kgs to be replaced, and I received them in good faith. Wow. Thank you so much, Felix, for sharing this good news with us. This is another affirmation of SON's role in helping consumers get value for their money. And that's a wrap on the feedback segment of the program. For any question, complaints, or suggestion, you can send in your text and WhatsApp messages to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. Catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Thanks and enjoy the rest of the week.
Why you dey buy fake product make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.